Tommy Watt for TTT Boxing and IFL TV in association with Fight Fallout. I'm joined by Top Rank's CRYSTINA Ponchher. Thanks for joining us, CRYSTINA.
I'm doing great.
How long have you been in Australia? When did you touch down?
We got in Sunday night, so we just did the Jeff Horn Media Day yesterday here with Pacquiao today. So I love Brisbane. It's been great. I can't believe this is winter. Like, I know I'm wearing a sweater, but this is great. I love it so far.
Yeah, lovely climate we have in the middle of winter here.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I'm from Southern California and we don't have very harsh winters at all, but it's not as warm as this either.
And what's it like, say, being outside of the usual channels, I guess, Vegas and New York and Macau? What's it like for you being over in Australia for a change?
You know, I never thought we would be here, to be honest with you. Like, this kind of came out of nowhere, but it's awesome. We've gone to Macau and done the fights in China many times as far as like internationally go, especially with Manny.
Yeah.
But to be here in Australia, it's fantastic, and you know, I'm curious to see how the boxing fans are come Sunday morning here, Saturday night.
It's an early start.
Yeah, so different, and it's outside. I'm like, he's gonna be hair, makeup, we're gonna dress in the sunshine. I mean, that in of itself is completely different for us, and for the fighters too. You know, they're not used to fighting at that hour, so it'll be a big adjustment for everyone.
And you know Manny well. Have you spoken with him in the build-up to this? How's he feeling?
You know what? He did most of his camp this time in the Philippines, so we didn't get to chat with him as much as we typically do when he trains in LA. But he seems really loose. He's already, you know, looks to be on weight and really energized for this fight. You know, he trains hard. He's one of the hardest working, if not the hardest working fighter that I know. So he's always prepared, and I know people think, maybe Jeff Horn's not a big name, or maybe he's taking him lightly, but he's not. He never takes any fight lightly, and you know, he, if anything, maybe he's a little bit more rejuvenated fighting in front of what could be the biggest crowd that he's ever fought in front of, in a new place, and on ESPN back at home, and he hasn't fought on free television in you know, over 10 years, so this is a big deal.
Be a massive audience in America for
absolutely. It could be over 200 million people watching.
Crazy, yeah. Another big name, top-ranked fighter on the card is Michael Conlan.
Yeah.
So I got with Michael yesterday. He's very confident ahead of his fight. How much, you know, Michael, and what do you think he can achieve in the sport?
You know, I think sky's the limit for Michael Conlan. He's got a fantastic trainer in Manny Robles. You could probably see behind me. Came here to check out Manny, but I mean, he's got the skills. You know, keep in mind, although he's been on these big stages and everything, that he's still only going into his like third fight ever. So I think people need to cut him a little bit of slack. But look, the kid works extremely hard, and like I said, making a superstar, a lot of it is skill, but you got to have the charisma and the personality behind it. And he has, in my opinion, he has all the makings of being a future superstar in the sport.
Yeah, definitely. He seems confident the top rank are the right people to take him there as well.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, if you look at our pedigree and our history of the fighters that we brought up, you know, Bob Arum, in my opinion, does it better than anybody else, and I think that's why you continue to give fighters like Conlan or Shakur Stevenson, or you know, turn a guy like Manny Pacquiao into an international superstar. Guys in the past like Miguel Cotto or Oscar De La Hoya or even Mayweather in the beginning of his career. So I think the resume.
Names on the resume.
I think they did a pretty good job bringing CRYSTINA Ponchher along. You know, you don't have many female reporters or commentators before I started, so you know, they know what they're doing.
Absolutely. Well, thanks a lot for your time, CRYSTINA.
Yeah,
You're very busy.
Thanks, you guys. I appreciate it.
Thanks very much. Cheers.